absolutely say that. And it's
I'm radicalized now. I've been radicalized by Eddington. I've been radicalized by how long it's taking us to go through this list. I fucking hate one battle after another. It sucks.
Franchise the damn thing.
Today, we are counting down our favorite movies from the year 2025. It is come and gone. We are in 2026 now. We've had a chance to catch up on the movies that don't release streaming until 2 months into the next year. That's always fun. But we have caught up. We have made our lists, and we are ready to present them.
We're ready to roll. This is, we're giving out the hardware, as they say. Do they say that with a list? I don't know. I don't think you can say that. I think that's awards. Although I do think that we will go over, we will do this. We'll go over some of the major top of the line Oscar predictions or the categories, and we will give our prediction. So I guess before we get started, Luke, 2025, good year for movies? Question mark.
I think it was a great year for movies.
Great year, he says. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
A lot of the stuff on my top 10 would be maybe top 5, top 6 in other years. I definitely feel like it's a little bit stronger of a list than last year. Last year wasn't a huge movie year.
Yeah, that makes sense. I more or less can. Yeah, you're right. I mean, when I did this list, I will say that the first 6, maybe. I mean, I like them all, obviously, but I felt like there was a really strong. It was kind of like running back in fantasy football this year. You had some obvious choices that were like tier 1, and then you're like, all right, now we're like, we're in the RB2 categories. Good RB2s, upside. Right. But that's.
I mean, my number 10 movie is like one of my favorite movies from this genre in a while. So I do think that this year had a lot of variety in the types of movies that came out. A decent summer. We saw Eddington. We saw One Battle After Another late summer, September time.
Yeah.
We had 28 Years Later that came out over the summer. That surprised everybody with how good it was. So, I mean, a lot of surprises, a lot of stuff that we were anticipating. Another Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
Yeah.
And I think it shaped up to be pretty good.
And I'm just putting you on the spot. What was your biggest disappointment?
Oh, let me look here.
I don't even know what mine is.
Weapons.
Oh my God. We'll get to it, my friend. We will okay. All right. No, that's fair.
Yeah. If I'm giving my honest answer, I anticipated Weapons a ton, and it was, to me, a mid movie. It didn't give me what I wanted. I know that a lot of people really loved it, so that's bully for them. But yeah, disappointing to me.
Mine would be The Testament of Anne Lee,
which I did not get a chance to watch. But yes, you have a fun little story.
Well, I'm not telling the story.
Yeah, obviously you're not going to tell the story, but Chris had a moment during that movie, and it shaped the way that he viewed it.
Which I think is something that's interesting. I mean, there are films that I don't have on my list that I think if I watched them again, I mean, because we're just we're obviously not getting screeners and spending all this time rewatching. That might be higher, but the state that you are in, as far as your overall mood, what's going on in life, I think that really can affect how you take in a movie. Which I might add, sir, Weapons, I think, was a little rough time there. So
I live above that, Chris.
You live above. I know you live above that. I'm just saying.
I don't let my emotions cloud my judgment.
And that's one of the reasons I respect you.
Yeah. Well, it also makes me a robot, and people don't like talking to me about their feelings, which is fine.
I don't mind talking to you about my feelings. I think you're a good listener. You don't like talking about your feelings, which is fine. I think that's the route that gets jammed up.
Boy, Chris, am I going to talk about my feelings when we go through this list here? Because
what a segue.
I love this. would you like to go first as my good
Yeah.
friend? And you know,
All right.
not to just take it myself. Chris, let's go through some honorable mentions first. The ones that didn't
Sure.
quite make the list. Let's ease into it.
All right, so that's good. So on my honorable mentions, I have four. All right. So
Okay.
Black Bag,
Okay.
the Steven Soderbergh
Yeah,
film.
early release. That was like January, February time.
It was February. It's a great spy movie. Like, it's totally solid. It actually earlier, I mean, it would have obviously been on my list, but I did get the privilege to see a few films in the last couple weeks that pushed it out. But yeah, Black Bag, great. Fassbender, you know, it's a very, very solid movie. Also nice that it's like 90 minutes. So there's something to say for that as well. Rental Family. Just saw this one, Brendan Fraser. And it is, I mean, I don't know. They've got a little bit of buzz around the holidays, but essentially Brendan Fraser goes, he's in Japan and he is a lonely actor, and he gets the job of basically playing real life roles in people's lives. And I won't get too much into it, but it's a beautiful movie. It's very beautiful about about kind of all the different areas that one can find love and connection. And Brendan Fraser is in this, you know, he's in his whale era where he can just act with his eyes incredibly well. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's very well cast, and I like that one a lot. Friendship, Tim Robinson. I got a rep for my guy. Now, the first time I saw Friendship in the theaters, I took my kids, and because they all watch I Think You Should Leave, because I'm, you know, a questionable parent. And and so we went, and it takes the Tim Robinson character and it essentially puts it in like a movie where everyone else around him is actually, it's kind of serious.
Mm-hmm.
As his sketch show, everyone else is like, you know, ridiculous or very like, you know, cynically one-dimensional. You have the Chair Company, one of probably the best show, my favorite show this last year, but also that had a lot of very weird characters. But Friendship, I mean, Paul Rudd is the co-star. Rooney Mara, I believe, plays his wife.
Mm-hmm. That sounds right.
Everyone, it's very serious. Everyone else is serious, and so it kind of takes his character and puts a different spin on it. But I really am a fan of what he does. And then my final honorable mention is Left-Handed Girl.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I figured you might talk about it, and so
I will. I'll talk about it more. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get to it. I actually just watched it today. I could have made it a case for it to be on the list. I just kind of felt like let's talk about different movies. But yeah, I mean, great movie. We'll get to it when it comes up. How about you?
I'll say The Phoenician Scheme. Chris and I watched that together.
I'm
definitely gonna have to watch that one again to fully appreciate it. I think with a couple more viewings, it might have landed on the list. I love Wes Anderson movies unapologetically.
This was a good one.
It's a pretty standard, like higher quality Wes Anderson.
Yep, I almost had it on the list. Very, very much enjoyed watching that with you.
Warfare, which was
an
Alex Garland war movie. He released around the same
April.
Literally, early on. April. Really quality war movie, modern war movie that was super effective. Like, I can't believe he just kind of threw that movie out there. Like, it didn't get a bunch of fanfare or anything, and just fantastic stuff.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you called that out. I mean, one of the most. I mean, I wasn't in war, obviously, but I know I say obviously, like you can probably tell I've never been in war. Like, really? Is that true?
Me neither, Chris.
The guy with the Midsummer shirt hasn't seen any action overseas. It's true. It's true, guys. But I thought it was, from what I can tell, one of the most accurate depictions of a war movie, and just the fact that like the entire film nothing is being accomplished. You know, it's just like this is just a day.
I
They
have
have to move, right?
so it might have made the list. I have another movie that has that similar theme to it that I just thought was better. That is on the list. So I'll tease that.
Okay.
I also wanted to bring up, because I just took it off my list and replaced it with another movie. And that would be Marty Supreme.
Okay.
I'm making a stand, baby. It is not a top 10 movie from the year. It's kind of dying down on the Oscar buzz. I do think Chalamet was incredible in the movie.
Yeah.
It just is too much. Like, for me personally, I was bored by about an hour and 45 minutes into a 2.5 hour movie, because the same stuff just keeps happening. And maybe it's my own life being hectic and crazier and stuff like that, but like, I really didn't need to watch a young man be wild and crazy in those ways.
Wild and crazy.
I had it on my list originally. I took it off. I replaced it with something else. It is still a great movie. The fact that Marty Supreme is an honorable mention this year is a good sign. And then I just wanted to throw out Mickey 17. I really enjoyed Mickey 17.
Whoa, bold.
Except for the problem that everybody has with that, and that would be Mr. Hulkman himself, who sucked.
Wait, oh yeah, Mark Ruffalo. Yeah, I mean, just it's so on the nose. That's the problem with
But if
movies.
that character is different, or maybe like not so over the top, that movie is really good.
Well, you get a great Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going for it, and I think shows his incredible range, and he's awesome. But the rest of the film is just, it's so on the nose, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, that's why it's an honorable mention.
But yeah, I respect it.
For that type of movie. I think it did the job that it wanted to. It was a little over the top. That's why it's not in the top 10. So Chris, hit me with your number 10.
Number 10. All right, so I wanted to get something on here that I didn't think anyone would that you wouldn't have, and to talk about it. So I put The Assessment. The Assessment. Okay. It's got Elizabeth Olsen, Alicia Vikander, and Himesh Patel. This is a science fiction film. Let me just get the director. It is, of course, it's directed by Fleur Fortune. I'm probably saying that wrong, but this is a science fiction film, basically about a couple in the future where resources are very, very low, and so people have to qualify to have children. It's like a lottery, and you have to kind of like, what was it, Silo? Isn't that kind of what happens there? Yep. Yeah. Except the difference here is that, like, once you are in the running, you're given an assessment, and the assessor, played by Alicia Vikander, comes over and essentially acts like a child, and tests your ability.
Chris, you were selling me so hard on this movie until you just said that.
That's the best part.
I'm out. No way. I told you I don't like watching Marty Supreme because of the way that he acts. He acts like a child. I don't need to watch children.
Well,
except for one child who I will mention later.
Okay. So, but I mean, her performance is amazing. It really, like, her performance. Is
it better than Poor Things or Poor Thing?
Well, I mean, Emma Stone, no. But it's also, she's doing different things. They're doing different things, and the tone and the film itself is, I mean, there's some overlap, I suppose, thematically a bit, but I think it's a really
Oh, he froze midstream. That's tough. Well, hopefully Chris will come back. I will try and fill the dead air. Have not heard about Assessment. I'm curious why Chris didn't recommend it. Maybe it is because there is a adult trying to play a child in it, and I was so just absolutely like weirded out by Poor Things. I couldn't get past what she was trying to do in that movie, what the story was trying to be about. Just a lot of like weird stuff going on. But Yorgos is just going to Yorgos, and that's just how you gotta live with it. And
Are we here? I'm here.
He's back.
This is guys, I'm so sorry. My cable or my internet, it's all bad news.
I was going through how Poor Things really just like messed with my mind, and now I'm out on any of those types of performances. I'm looking at you, Francis Ford Coppola's Jack, with one of my favorite actors of all time, Robin Williams.
I'm Jack. Yeah, that was.
I'm looking at you, Big, Tom Hanks. I don't like that anymore. Big is such a good movie, though.
Big is a good movie. A little problematic, but we can get into that in a different show.
Anything more on assessment?
No, just I mean, I think I think it was on Hulu, and I just think it's a movie that not a lot of people know about, and I thought it was a lot of fun. I think before I got cut off, I was talking about like the future world building aesthetics are really cool. There's some beautiful stuff. There's like a black void that they go into and make things out of particles. It's an interesting movie. If you're a fan of science fiction and crazy performances, you should really check it out. It's The Assessment.
Love it.
That's my number 10. How about you?
F1 the movie.
F1 the movie.
Brought to you by director Joseph Kosinski.
Yeah.
This was the big sports movie of 2025. I'm a big sportsman myself.
You are.
And this is a really effective sports movie. Brad Pitt. I'm going to get his name wrong. Damson Idris plays the young rookie driver. Brad Pitt plays the wily vet.
He's wily.
And it's just a really effective sports movie, and the camera work that they were doing, getting these small, tiny HD, super HD 4K cameras onto actual F1 racing cars. It's just some of the best action you'll see all year.
It was a lot of fun. I watched it with my boys around Thanksgiving. They all loved it. I guess, the more that we talk about it, I guess 2025 did have a lot of good movies. Not that I would pick a sports movie like this, probably, because I just wouldn't, but because I'm not the sportsman, you are. But it was great. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I figured save my 10 spot for the most fun that I had watching a movie, which was probably F1.
And now we'll get into the deeply depressing.
Now we're gonna get into all the other depressing movies that I have.
Fun is over. Fun.
Chris.
Yeah.
Number 9.
I'm gonna do. I actually switched these up last minute. That's okay. I'm doing this on the spot because I looked at it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this. Die My Love is my number 9. And
Chris is 2 for 2 with movies I haven't seen.
You said you watched the beginning and turned it off.
Oh, right, that movie. Whoa, yeah.
Yeah. Nope. Yes. And I stand by it. And
another adult acting like a child.
Clearly, I have a type. All right. And this movie is vibes. All right. So this is a lot of people. I think this movie was a bit divisive. I think people were talking about at first. So this is a Lynn Ramsey movie. Jennifer Lawrence obviously is the star. Robert Pattinson, Lakeith Stanfield, Nick Nolte, and Sissy Spacek also in it. She does an insane performance, and it is loosely representative of postpartum depression, which it doesn't accurately portray. But again, like this movie, essentially, I mean, she's all over the place. I don't think the symptoms that she is showing are typical of depression. It's a crazy performance. The movie itself is it's very moody. It's very strange, and ultimately turns into a bit of a study or meditation on mental illness. But I like these kind of movies. They're not for everybody. And if you're looking for a straight line of like, well, this means this and this, no, I mean, it's not going to really give you that. Robert Pattinson is fine. Nick Nolte is good as someone that's losing his mind because I don't think he's acting.
No, not at all.
But I mean, Jennifer Lawrence, yeah, I mean, she really goes for it. And I mean, you know, is it akin sometimes to like an insane music video? Absolutely. But I'm here for that. So I thought this was a lot of fun, and so it's my number 9, Die My Love.
All right, my number 9 is another look at mental illness. It is called Eddington.
Oh, okay. I'll also talk about it, but not yet.
Yeah.
So what should we do? Should we if
I'll give the highlights and then we can talk about it more when we get to it, where it is on your list. So
absolutely.
This is Ari Aster's movie, came out this summer. Joaquin Phoenix, Emma Stone, Pedro Pascal, Luke Grimes. Tells the story. Butler. Yeah, Austin Butler cameo or not even a cameo performance, but just in for 5 minutes, basically.
He's there. He does his real well.
Yeah, just a fun look at COVID times and politics and shooting up an entire town when you have nothing left to do.
I love how these are like mental illness movies. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with this one.
Yeah, we'll leave it there and we'll talk about it more when we get to it on Chris's list. Number 8, Chris.
Okay, so number 8 is a film I just got to see the other night. It's going to be Richard Linklater's Blue Moon.
All right.
Yeah. I just go all?
Let's go. I just watched this yesterday. I would love to talk about it.
Okay. So, I mean, this is Ethan Hawke in a play, you know, right? He's Hammerstein, right? Rogers and Hammerstein, I believe.
No, he's replaced by Hammerstein.
Oh, okay. So I forgot his name.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either, but it is about Rogers, the composer of all these musicals, and then his former writer who he worked with for 20 years before you get the iconic Rogers and Hammerstein duo with Oklahoma. And it's basically that former writer played by Ethan Hawke is bemoaning his lot in life now that his partner has moved on.
Yep. I thought this was so well written. I thought that Ethan Hawke is a wonderful performance. Obviously, they make him shorter. I heard that the sets were made to be bigger so that obviously there's a lot of stuff they're doing to get him shorter. So that's fun. Bobby Cannavale as the bartender. Great.
I think Bobby Cannavale himself, I don't know, I think I'm outing him. I think he's a sober fella. So it's kind of cool. With him being the bartender with a alcoholic who's not supposed to be drinking anymore, who just keeps asking for drinks.
He's like, I'll have the cloud of
I just want to smell it. I just want to look at it.
How could so much happiness be in such a small...
I love the second time the flower delivery guy comes and he tells him to pour him a shot and then he just sneaks it and he's just like, I'm going. This is it. We're in.
I mean, I just thought this... I mean, so he plays this, obviously this down and out, obnoxious writer. I mean, I think you can, the first 10 minutes, I was like, oh, this guy is just he's a hoot. And then as he continues and will not shut up, you're like, okay, this guy's obnoxious.
He literally has to be the center of attention talking, and he's just telling the same story over and over and over to anyone that will listen.
Yeah. And so, to me, this is a film about being robbed of your dignity and your worth because of comparison.
Yeah.
This guy, clearly, throughout the film, people talk to him and they say, your work was brilliant. You've done great things. But the whole movie, essentially, he's obsessed with two things. He's obsessed with the fact that Oklahoma is a bigger hit than anything he'll ever write, and he cannot stop criticizing how stupid it is. And then that he's in love with a 20-year-old woman played by Margaret Qualley, who clearly doesn't have any interest in him. So I mean, I think that, and the writing is wonderful. At the end, he dies. His character dies at drunk in a alley, literally. And I think it shows us a very relevant thing in life, which is like, if we're always comparing ourselves, if we're always, if we're not grateful for the gifts that we do have and the things that we do, the people in our lives and the things that we are good at, and we always are looking to compare, like they say, right, the comparison is the thief of joy. But it's just, it's so
Well, he's also chronically stuck in the past.
yes,
Like
and
he's a storyteller, and he loves telling stories about these great things he did in the past. And everyone's like, okay, like that's great. What are you doing right now? And he's like, well, right now I'm in love with this 20-year-old. And then everyone that he's telling this story to is like, I don't think this girl's into you. Like, this is not a positive step forward for you, my friend.
yeah, I mean, so it's sad. The writing is great. I mean,
there's an incredible scene when I forget the name of the actor, but he plays
the other writer.
Yeah, he plays
Rogers.
Sorry,
Andrew Scott.
Andrew Scott. There's a great scene with him and Ethan Hawke, and they are watching Margaret Qualley go up the stairs because she's going to go to Andrew Scott's party instead of Ethan Hawke's party. Yeah. And as soon as she leaves, Andrew Scott is like, so are you like in love with this girl? Because he doesn't want to overstep because they're both interested in her. And Ethan Hawke just goes like, yep, but everyone is. And like it is finally him coming to terms, and just the look on his face, the way that he says it, like Hawke is just out of his mind good in this movie.
He is. I mean, if we were awarding Best Actor based on skillful performance, I think he should have a real shot, but we can get into that later. I thought it was incredibly well done, and the writing was great, and I think it also was something that I related to personally, as being like, if you're always comparing yourself to other people, if you're always trying to perform to win the approval of others, which you'll never believe this, but I've done that in the past, says the guy with a podcast, and a band, and a this and a that, whatever. But like how you're really just robbed of your own just internal joy. And this guy is, and it's very sad. So that's my number 8. Don't mind me. I'm going to walk to get a phone charger. So just, go with your number 8. Don't mind the fact that I am mobile right now.
My number 8 is what replaced Marty Supreme, and that is Hamnet. I finally saw Hamnet. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I will agree with, a lot of the critics out there that say that the first hour or so is pretty slow. It does take a little bit to get into its own. The last 45 minutes are incredible. Basically from when the sicknesses occur within the family, through all of that, into them performing Hamlet for the first time, with Jessie Buckley there watching the play about her son, and how her husband, the one Bill Shakespeare,
Bill Shakespeare over there, when
she finally realizes how he has internalized this pain, and her coming to that realization, her appreciating, because she like hates him for being away, for being in London, working on his plays and all that silly business while she's taking care of the family. So she basically like disowns him from the family, says, you didn't care about us anyway. And she sees through his art, through his play, all the internal struggle and turmoil and guilt that he feels about all of it. And it like, to me, as a non-emotional but creative person who puts into their work the stuff that they want to create, a lot of those emotions that don't come out of my mouth. It was just a incredible way to portray that. And I thought Mescal was incredible. I slightly blame Chloe Zhao for just being way too in love with Jessie Buckley, who's also giving an incredible performance. She'll be awarded, has been awarded highly for it. But it just seemed like Mescal didn't have as much to do, but I ended up being the most affected by what he was doing.
I think that makes sense. I think is there anything else you want to say?
No, that's it.
I mean, I think that comes to a fact of you were able to relate to there's a personal relation point there, which is I think is great. I saw Hamnet. I loved it too. Well, no, I liked it a lot. I thought that the beginning, I thought that the ending was obviously the ending is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
The Max Richter score makes it. The Max Richter
with everybody reaching out too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
it's beautiful.
Good.
It's one. I mean, you can just say like, oh, we talk a lot about how a lot of movies can't stick the landing.
Yeah,
this one sticks the landing.
It ends perfectly. Like it is. You are waiting for it to cut to black, and then there's another scene after, and it just lets it go, and it's so good.
I would argue that this one sticks the landing, but doesn't necessarily stick the rest of it.
Sure.
It seems a little unearned.
I don't agree with any of that.
No,
I think the movie is gorgeous. So even when I was
beautiful.
like kind of bored by the screenplay itself, it looked so good that I was enraptured the entire time.
Yeah, no, it's very pretty. Jessie Buckley is great. She does lots and lots of acting.
She does a lot of acting.
A lot of screaming. The little boy is, it's beautiful. It does fall into the Mystic River trap a little bit for me, where it's like, there's a kid that's died. React. Your child's died. React. Oscar, give me an Oscar. And it's like, okay.
But the way that they do it with the twins and stuff like that, and twins,
beautiful.
and like the sacrifices that these like kids are making for each other, like there's a lot of love in the family that is like just really touching to watch.
It is, and I think
I mean, the ultimate punch in the gut for me is literally just the way that they, design it around the play being the final hammer at the end.
Yeah.
And that you have that scene with Mescal and his son Hamnet, who all he wants to be, this is not with Mescal, it's with his mom, with Jessie Buckley, where she's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he's like, I want to be on the stage, swinging a sword, being the hero and all that. And his dad literally does it for him. He makes an entire play that's like one of the most famous plays of all time, and his son gets to be the swashbuckling kind of conflicted hero.
It's really
so beautiful. Like, what better thing to give the legacy of your child who was taken too soon, but to make that incredible of a thing?
No, it's great. I think some of the stuff we're giving our personal thoughts, and I had some weird movie watching experiences, and so but I think it's a great film. Great choice.
Number 7
for me, the Iranian film. They're not doing too well right now, unfortunately. I don't know why I said it. I mean, whatever. That's not a statement on anything. It's just obviously like it's a shit show. I wouldn't want to be there.
Eject.
Oh, I don't know. Like, fuck. It's horrible. It's horrible. The shit happening.
All right.
It's horrible.
What movie is it? Yep.
It was just an accident.
Okay, I did not see it.
So yeah, this was the winner of the Palme d'Or. And so gotta love that. A neon joint. Again, super cool. The coolest production company since A24. Jafar Panahi. So it's just a real quick summary is this is about some people in Iran that were under the old regime. They were captured, tortured by that regime, and that regime fell, and they were freed, and life goes on. But they because of a chain of events, one of the people finds one of the guys that was the torturer, kidnaps him, knocks him out, and then puts him in a car and goes to visit other people that were also tortured by this guy, and essentially like, what should I do? So it's this wonderful, very smart meditation on revenge, on humanity. There's some other things that happen where this man actually has the guy that's captured, who was a torturer, has a family. His wife is pregnant. There are children. Like, it's just, I think it's incredibly well done. And I highly recommend it. I think it really, it examines the, it examines, like, what do we do with the horrors that happen to us in our lives? Do we seek revenge? And if we do, what does it bring us? And what does it, like, is it worth it? Is revenge worth it? And also, what do we get out of situations where we can see the humanity in others and try and, I think it's very well done. Very intense ending by a tree.
Love it.
Yeah,
tree beard action.
Yeah, no,
Peter would be all in.
People are like, what kind of tree?
I gotta trim that.
Yeah, let me. Yeah, he does all.
I gotta check it for the beetles.
Check it for beetles, drill it, and do all the things that he does with those trees.
He loves drilling trees.
He loves it. It's literally his job. Like, it's his job. So that's my number 7. How about you?
Number 7, 28 years later.
Okay. Good.
We did an episode on this one, so if you want our full takes on that, check out that episode. We also did one on the follow-up to that, Bone Temple, which I think both of us agree a little bit better.
I would go to top, like, I would consider putting Bone Temple in my top 10. 28 Years Later is not, but I really liked it. I mean, it's great. Again, just proof that there's a lot of good films this year.
Yeah, fantastic movie. Again, go see our thoughts on that. I'll just say that it's one of the prettiest movies, although it's, the stuff that it's about is very ugly. It is a very pretty movie. I'm a humongous sucker for Danny Boyle, as I mention all the time. Yeah. And it works really well. Ray Fiennes, one of the performances of the year. And then he just follows it up even better in Bone Temple.
With it, yeah. I mean, if you like him in 28 Years Later, you'll love him in the Bone Temple.
Number 6.
All right, at number 6, I've got the Joachim Trier. This is my thing, is I can't pronounce names. Sentimental Value. Sure. Is my number 6.
I'll put my caveat here. I have not seen it. It would probably be on my list had I seen it.
Maybe.
It's not.
Who knows?
But yes, that's my statement.
So yeah, I mean, this is from the same director that earlier did The Worst Person in the World.
Did you do that drinking movie too with Mads Mikkelsen?
I think so. I'd have to look it up. But let's just do that. I'm very good at multitasking here. So, and it has, and of course, it also stars. So it's Joachim Trier, who is related to Lars von Trier, but doesn't really want that to be known. And they're not like, he's like his second cousin or something like that. It's got
the drinking movie was not Joachim Trier. I was incorrect. So before you comment that Luke is wrong, I am admitting it. I was wrong. I was trying to be cool. I was trying to keep the conversation moving. I was incorrect. I would like to, now that I have control of the mic very quickly, just say that I love Renee Renevieve, or however you pronounce her name, from Sentimental Value. She was in Presumed Innocent, the TV show, and she was fantastic in it.
She is wonderful. I'm glad that she's getting this nomination. It's a really stacked Best Actress category this year, so I don't think she's going to win it.
Well,
but
definitely not going to win it.
No, but nice that she gets a nod. And yeah, I mean, this film is about a father played by Stellan Skarsgård, who he's a famous director and always was
mathematician. He won the Fields Medal.
He was so he's basically he writes a movie, a script, and he wants his daughter. So he has 2 daughters. The other one's played by Igna Ip's daughter, Lilias. And Elle Fanning is also in the movie as an actress that takes on the role that Renate turns down. We need like a translator on this podcast. That'd be great. But that's cool. But the film essentially, it's about this father who is very absent, and he basically towards the end of his life he comes to his daughters and says, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to make it all better. I've got this wonderful thing I've written, and you're going to star in it." And his daughter says, "No, I don't want to." And it's so, I mean, basically, it's I guess an exploration of family trauma, which, that's something that a lot of us have in different aspects. And, it's a beautifully acted film. I think I mean, a lot has been written about this. I think a lot of people are aware of it. Obviously, for a while, it was getting a lot of, Best Picture hype earlier on in the season. Don't know that that's going to happen anymore, but
it should win Best International Feature.
Yeah, it's great. And I think, what it says about how people process pain through art is one. See, yeah, no. So this is more of the same, but it's Norwegian.
We may not have the same movies on our list, but we share
the same themes. Like, I want to talk about mental illness this way. I want this way. It's fun. Here's family trauma.
So that was your number 6.
That was my number 6. What's yours? Yeah.
This is where the list breaks wide open, Chris.
Okay.
Number 6. One Battle After Another.
Okay, good.
Number 6. Fantastic movie. Yeah, fantastic movie. Maybe the 5th best Paul Thomas Anderson movie in my opinion.
Yeah. Do you want to do it really quick?
So number 1, There Will Be Blood.
Absolutely.
Number 2, Boogie Nights.
Fair.
I mean, the next two,
very good.
The top 4 could go in any order besides There Will Be Blood has to be one.
Phantom Thread Master?
The Master.
Yeah,
then I would say One Battle and Punch Drunk are kind of battling maybe for that 5th spot.
I agree. I mean, it's a good.
And I like Licorice Pizza more than most people.
Most people, yeah. I'm not a huge fan, but he is my favorite director. So me and every other white guy my age.
I mean, the top 4 are like unbeatable.
Except I didn't love the end of The Master, but the first 2/3 of it are like one of the best things ever made. So what are you gonna do?
Fair.
Okay, yeah, I won't do any impressions. I'm sick, so that's not gonna happen.
One Battle After Another. You've heard all about it. We did an episode on it. I won't talk about it more. So Chris, let's get to your number 5.
Oh my goodness. Hold on. Did I make a mistake? I did. Okay.
Do you have 9 movies?
No, I have 11.
Oh boy.
All right. So that's cool. So let's just sorry, I got
just do
11.
a tie. Just do a tie.
Yeah. So tied at number 5. Tied at number 5, we're gonna have Park Chan-wook's No Other Choice.
Okay.
And If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
Great. Roseburn. 2 movies I haven't seen. So cook.
So No Other Choice is great. I mean, so obviously, a very esteemed director, a film about a struggling family, a man that loses his job, and as he's attempting to try to get put food on the table and his life's falling apart, he basically has a specific job in a paper company that only like 6 other people in this place in Korea are qualified to have. So he finds them and he makes a plan that he's going to kill all those people, and then he'll get the job because there'll be no one else in the town that's qualified.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the premise, and it's hilarious. The movie is very, very funny. It's very much a great critique of capitalism, which we all
Korean directors love that.
Yes, just showing this drive and essentially how this drive to to win makes this man who's otherwise clearly like, seems like a very nice guy, a good father, do horrible things.
Yeah.
And it changes it also then looks at the relationships he has with these other people, his wife, his son, and at the very end, the end gets real weird and dark. And I'm obviously always up for
Sounds like
that.
a Park Chan-wook movie.
Yeah, so I would highly recommend it.
If any of you have seen the movie Old Boy, that is also Park Chan-wook, and that movie does not end very nicely.
No, I know that. Okay, Parasite. What's his name? I'm sorry.
Bong Joon-ho?
Yeah, Bong Joon-ho. People are like, oh, like he's like he's like the best Asian filmmaker. I don't think so.
It's Park Chan-wook.
For sure. So,
although I do like a couple of Bong's earlier movies quite a bit.
He's got good stuff. I just think he's inconsistent.
So Park Chan-wook has Old Boy, classic, 10 out of 10. He's got Decision to Leave, which is a great modern just crime movie. And then The Handmaiden, which is like his big epic.
Yeah, he's amazing. I think that he
has a vampire movie that's really good. I mean, this guy, he's done everything. He's a genre man.
Yeah, he's like Guillermo del Toro.
No, he's not. Get that out of your head. Nobody listened to what Chris just said.
They just both have a vampire movie. That's
Guillermo del Toro, to me, is like, I can't pick a type of person that he is, because then I'd be being very mean. But he makes like his movie every 1 or 2 years. He wins all the arts awards at the Oscars, and everyone's like, this is going to be the one, Best Picture. We got it. And by the time the Oscars start coming around, everyone has forgotten about Guillermo del Toro's movie.
Oh, yeah. Suffice to say, Frankenstein, not on my list. I did see it.
But is probably going to win 4 Oscars.
It's not bad. I don't know. He does certain things well. I mean, he's great with visuals, and the rest is a mixed bag.
Everything else is boring as shit.
You're not totally wrong.
No, he has made one good movie, and that movie is called
Labyrinth?
Pacific Rim.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Pacific Rim is pretty cool.
Not boring. Definitely not boring.
Men in huge robot suits against kaiju dragons?
Now, Pacific Rim 2, not good, but he didn't direct that one. So,
yeah,
way to go, Guillermo.
Can't put that on Guillermo. Okay, the other tie for number 5, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. So this is, I think that Rose Byrne should win for this. It's a Rose Byrne. This movie is incredibly hard to watch. It's on HBO. It is. I mean,
that's why Chris has insisted that I watch it like 20 times.
It's like Uncut Gems, but for moms. Like it's about a mother that is dealing with a child that has some very
specific
big
issues.
Yeah, illness or not illness. She's in a feeding tube. I mean, she's got basically, yeah, she has an eating disorder. Mm-hmm. The film is directed and written by Mary Bronstein, who actually plays a small role in the film. She's awesome. It also has A$AP Rocky and Conan O'Brien, and then there's a cameo that
isn't her husband, Conan her shrink?
Yes, and she's a shrink as well, and her life is like beyond horrific mess. And it's like I can see this movie giving people panic attacks if you're not in the right place. But her performance is, I know that Jessie Buckley is also really great, and she very well may win the Oscar. I think that what Rose Byrne does is even better, and it's more like it's, with Jessie, it's kind of just like do crazy emotion. I don't know. I don't. They're both great performances. I don't just. She does a lot of stuff here, and obviously being someone that grew up watching Rose Byrne in all kinds of stuff, a lot of comedies and things like that. To see her do this is really impressive. Everyone's good at it. They make some stylistic choices on what you see of regarding the child, what you see regarding the father, who the father turns out to be is kind of a cool twist. This movie is funny at times in a really twisted way. This is something to behold. I don't know if I guess I would watch it again if someone like really, to like show somebody, but it's not like it's incredibly hard to watch and it's incredibly stressful. So that's my number 5, my other number 5. What's your number 4, Luke?
My number 5. Thank you.
Oh, your number 5
is Ballad of a Small Player.
Oh, okay.
The much maligned Ballad of a Small Player. Director Edvard Berger, who brought us what was the movie last year about the popes? Conclave. So this is his follow-up to Conclave, which got Oscar noms and stuff like that. This movie was not received very well, but it was received well by me. This is a story of a gambling addict who finds himself in Macau, and he is being cut off by the casino that he is kind of their high roller at, but he has since lost basically all of his money. The hotel, casino are kicking him out, and he is trying to figure out what to do with the rest of his life. The law is coming on him because it turns out that he's stolen money and then moved to Macau, so they're trying to get that money back. And it is basically just this absolute deep dive into a addict spiraling out of control, and it turns Macau, the city, into basically his hell that he is in. And it's just it's a beautiful movie about suffering. And
that's why it's my no, I get it. I don't know. Go on.
But the question that it's asking is a good one. Is like, is there a way out of this? Like, how can he redeem, or not even be redeemed, but how can he get his head back above water and not completely drown?
That's on Netflix, right?
It is. Yep.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Like you said, it came and I didn't hear anything about it. I just knew it's Colin Farrell, and so I had to tell you. Awesome. That's good.
Yeah. It's based on a novel by Lawrence Osborne. I think they changed a couple things in some of the research that I did on it, but not dramatically. I have not read the book yet. I would love to read the book. But yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. Maybe it was just the content of it appeals to me. But I just couldn't understand why it was so maligned, because it looks pretty. The performance is great. Colin Farrell, I mean, you talk about Rose Byrne, like, basically taking it down to her basis elements to try and portray how much pain and suffering she's going through. Colin Farrell's doing the same thing in this movie. Like, he is sweaty. He is gross. He is talking fast. He's slamming food into his mouth. Like, he is gross and disgusting, but you're still cheering for him somehow the entire movie.
I love Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Number 4, Chris.
My number 4 is One Battle After Another.
Heck yeah.
So, I mean, we've already talked about it. There's some really great stuff. Love, we've done a podcast episode about it. I think it's just, it's good. And if it wins Best Picture, which I guess it probably will, it's political to in the sense of like, give Paul Thomas Anderson an Oscar, which I'm totally fine with. And this is not a bad movie at all. It's my number 4. I think some of the tone is weird. And I'm not sure what it's trying to say politically outside of maybe nothing, or it's so absolutely cartoonish that I don't think, I think some people are championing this movie because they're like, yeah, because of everything going on politically. I'm like, okay, I guess, but I don't know that this says anything about any of that stuff outside of just like some real basic cartoon characterizations that I think are actually kind of stupid and have no nuance whatsoever. But you get Sean Penn as Colonel Lockjaw. That's entertaining. Like, I hope it's a damn interesting performance. So that's my number 4.
All right. This is where I get a little bit weird because I picked a documentary.
Do it.
But it is the war movie that I teased early on. It's called 2,000 Meters to Andreevka.
Okay.
And it is a documentary about the Ukraine and Russia war that is currently still going on. We're bringing up another war in this podcast, but
Yeah.
that is really what's going on. It's about, it follows Ukrainian soldiers that are trying to accomplish this mission, which is to basically take over this town called Andriivka, which has been taken over by the Russians. It's like a population of like 100 type town or something, but like a train station or something, train lines run through it. So it's kind of like an important military outpost type of place. And they are 2,000 meters away from it. And it shows their slow and gradual process of taking over this basically rundown city that has been abandoned because it's in a war zone. And it asks that same question that warfare does, which is, why are we doing any of this? Like,
Yeah.
and the way that it's shot is incredible. So they're using a lot of drone shooting because they're showing the drone warfare that's going on in Ukraine. They're also all have body cameras. Every soldier has a body camera. So you are getting body camera footage of them in combat. You're watching people on their camera who are getting shot and are dying.
Oh my
And
God.
it is just so gnarly, dude. Like the movie opens up and you are following a body camera of a guy that, like, I can't remember if he hits a mine or something, but like his leg gets blown off and you're the camera and he's like getting dragged by his other guys back into
Oh
safe.
my God.
You are in it. It is like first 20 minutes of Saving Private Ryan for an hour and 45 minutes. And there are breaks and pauses and you're, you know, getting more behind the scenes and stuff and learning more about the process of the war and stuff like that. But all the shooting of what they're actually doing with the soldiers and stuff like that, you are in it. And it is an experience that I have never had watching a movie. And I was just blown away by it.
So if you can give the title once more and then maybe where people can watch it.
2,000 meters to Andriivka. I rented it on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
And I can't remember. There's a news agency that did the funding for this. The actual documentarian, the guy that is the director of the movie.
Yeah.
You see him in it. He's from Ukraine, and he works like with this news org. I can't remember if it's like Newsmax or something like that. But
Oh
it's
no.
I don't know. I cannot remember. It might even be the Associated Press, like
Okay.
the AP,
Sure.
that are funding this. But, you know, it's obviously slanted towards the Ukrainians. So if you're Russian and you don't like the Ukrainians winning, I don't know what to tell you. But that's what it's about, and it's great. And
Awesome.
I almost don't recommend people, because if you like don't want to experience that, you don't. But if you are looking for a war movie, kind of just a jump in for an hour and a half, see how devastating war is, maybe have a better interpretation of how you should be talking to people about the current war that America's in, and
Yeah.
whether or not it is a useful thing to do, watch this movie and you will be reminded over and over and over again how pointless war is and how many senseless people senseless deaths just occur.
Yeah.
And these are normal people who have volunteered to do this shit, and they just fucking die to take over this town that barely exists before because it has a stupid train thing running into. Like, it's the dumbest shit you'll ever watch, and it is heartbreaking. So there, I'll get off my podium, but that's my number 4.
It sounds really good. I mean, yeah, obviously be forewarned that it sounds pretty intense and horrific,
Yes.
but yeah, no, that's really cool because I had not heard about that until you told me about it. My number 3.
Top 3.
My number 3 is Begonia.
I figured
Yep.
that would be high up.
Yeah, I love Yorgos. I really, you know, I know that because of Poor Things, this is, I mean, I'm very happy that it got nominated for all the areas that it did.
I'm very happy that it was like an hour and a half.
Okay, we could talk about it. I just loved it. I mean, I don't know, like the performances by Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons remarkable. I mean,
Incredible.
really good. And just the weirdness of it all, and the twists and turns that it takes. It's very dark. The ending, I mean, yeah, the ending is kind of takes you for a
I like
loop.
that they
Or
went for it. I like
they
that
went for it.
they went all in.
And what I didn't know though is this is based on this was based on a movie that came out. I think it's a Korean film, like in like 2013 or something. That's kind of this. It's like Attack of the Green or Save Our Green Planet. I started to watch a little bit of it months ago. Begonia seems better, but I don't know. I don't know. It had such a it was heartbreaking. What what belief will do. I guess like the power of conviction, right? The power of I guess
Yeah.
to a degree black and white thinking, the power of just I mean, we see this, and this will be very evident in honestly the next two films that I'm going to talk about. But the power of the stories that we tell ourselves, and the lengths that we will go through, the things we will do to other people, the things we will do to ourselves, because of what we truly believe. And I think in the environment that we're at currently, socially, with all of the shit that's going on and all the different ways different groups get different pieces of information, this is more relevant than ever. And
Incredible performance by the cousin of the Jesse Plemons character who has a mental disability.
Oh yeah, he's really neurodivergent in real life.
Yeah, yep.
And
so an
also,
actual super affecting though, really affecting.
Oh, I mean, and heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Weird choice to put basket case on when they electrocute her, but that's fine. And then the Greek comedian Stavros, what's his name?
Halkus?
Yes.
Stavros Halkus, yeah.
That whole part. I mean, this is why it's a Yorgos Lanthimos movie. Like, we have to have some weird sex stuff has to happen, and that's I don't know. I just, to paint the picture of like who is the mystery of like who is Jesse Plemons. Like we get some like some cues to what his life was like before, but like I don't know. I just thought it was a ton of fun, and the flashbacks. I don't know. I just thought everything. I thought it was one of my favorite movies of the year. So there you go, Begonia.
Yeah, I didn't even mention this in my honorable mentions. I knew you were going to have it on. I enjoyed this film quite a bit. Not enough to put in my top 10, but I thought it was great.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the best filmmakers working right now, in my opinion. So
yeah. He's definitely interesting. My number 3 is Left-Handed Girl. This is directed by Shishing So. Writer, you'll know him, Sean Baker.
Sean Baker, my man.
He's coming back. I hated Enora, but I love this movie. Which I pitched to you as the Florida Project in Asia.
Which I think I understand, but also it explores different themes.
Well, you have a kindly older gentleman who is kind of looking after for this kid because her mom's too busy and stuff like that. So you have that element, which is very Florida Project-y. You have the sister who's, dabbling in sex work and stuff like that, and, trying to figure out her life and what she wants to do. And it's just a really, beautifully simple movie about life and the complications that arise. And, just trying to make it and, do the best that you possibly can while everyone's asking you for money. And, you're just trying to do your thing.
And the themes of like, and I think obviously this is maybe more relevant in Asia, but of like mothers expecting their daughters to get married and
that and single mother parents in Asia is just like, there's kind of a stigma to it. And, everyone's like, well, why don't you have a man in your life that can help support you and do all this sort of stuff? Like, why are you being so stubborn and you're just on your own? And, the mom in this, like, she just wants to be, take care of her daughters the best that she can and figure this all out. Obviously, there's a big twist at the end that then kind of makes things make more sense why they're, living the way that they're living.
Yeah.
But incredible child performance by Nina Yi.
Yeah.
She's just the cutest thing in the entire world. She just knocks it out of the park every scene.
I mean, yeah, I could definitely.
And the sister, I don't have her name up, but the sister's incredible too.
I could have.
Do we want to just spoil? I'll put a spoiler here because I do want to talk about the twist.
Yeah,
because I haven't asked you about it. Skip ahead really
quickly.
2 minutes.
Yeah, and it's on Netflix, and I really think that you should watch it if you're listening. I mean, if you like Sean Baker movies, it's really good. So okay, but spoiler, here we go.
Yeah, so you could potentially have guessed because there's only so many things. If somebody told you there was a twist in the movie, there's only so many things you could guess. But you eventually find out that the sister, so there's a mom and then there's 2 daughters. That's what you originally think. You find out that the young girl is actually who she thinks is her older sister is actually her mom.
Yeah.
And you find out that the reason why the mom has taken her in as the daughter is she's trying to protect her daughter. And so that she's, men are still want to be with her because she's not, some young single mom or whatever. And all this just complicated family event at that dinner for the mom's birthday. And it just goes insane. Like the most insane family reunion gathering thing you could ever possibly have. And I was loving every second of it.
It was really, yeah, it's great. And I love the music. I love the way, it's shot, and yeah, the performance.
Did you love Johnny as much as I love Johnny? He's the fellow shop guy that has the shop next to the mom that's always going over there. He's got his little microphone thing.
Yeah, no, he's awesome.
He's incredible.
Yeah, he's a good dude. This was a great one. I recommended
for 3/4 of this movie before it turns into just family drama. I had the biggest smile on my face. I just loved watching the young girl and the sister just bop around, exploring the streets, exploring the markets.
When she almost cut her hand off, I was yelling at the television.
Oh. Dude, and then her fucking grandpa, who's like, stop using your left hand.
The devil hand.
Smack him every single goddamn time, which is where the title of the movie comes from. Because apparently, older Asian culture, at least where they are in Asia, they force kids to be right-handed. Taiwan? Taipei. Chinese Taipei, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they force kids in the olden days. The grandpa keeps getting reminded that we don't do this anymore. But in the olden days, they forced every kid to be right-handed.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, just
even that, but with the spiritual element of it, the devil hand and what you say to kids that makes an impact on them that you don't even realize it. You're kind of just saying it just to say it because you're a grumpy old man or whatever. Stop using your left hand. That's the devil's hand. And then it impacts so many decisions that she makes. She becomes a thief and she thinks that, it's her left hand that's forcing her to steal all these things. And I love the scene where her sister, her mom, takes her to each one of the shops and she has to say I'm sorry. And all the shopkeepers are so nice. And they're just
they are.
Yeah.
Don't do that again. Yeah.
This movie warmed my heart, Chris, so much.
Good.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
So way to go, Sean Baker. After making that shit movie, Honora, you brought me back.
You brought me back into the Shaunosphere.
Honora's bad. I don't like it. It's bad. Left-handed girl, huge, best, only good.
But he didn't direct it.
No, which is probably why I love the Fleur Project too, and he directed that. So I really dig his writing. I just don't like the writing in Nora.
Okay. Yeah. Agree to disagree.
Are we going to share number 2?
No.
No way.
My number 2 is Eddington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you not?
Yeah, I probably. Yeah,
Oh
no,
wow. Oh
whatever you think,
wow.
I didn't do it. That's fine. I
Maybe
mean,
I knew that. Maybe I already knew that. Maybe I was just.
yeah, no, we can talk about it. Um,
We will.
but Eddington, this is a really, I really like this movie. I think it's today is March 12th. I think they had something that just came out on like a 30 for 30 on how March 11th or something 2020 was like the day that the pandemic started. Apparently that's like the day that
Yeah.
people are putting down. There's been some stuff that's come out that's tried to talk about the pandemic. There's a lot of stuff that's come out that's tried to talk about politics and the divisive world that we live in that's been broken open even wider due to the events that happened before and during and after the pandemic. Um, this film is very cynical, like Ari Aster tends to be, but I also think that it is honest in its in how it looks at. I mean, how it cynically looks at everything that was going on, basically saying like everyone was full of shit.
Hmm.
Like or like there wasn't. I think in this time, it's also does such a wonderful job of showing us that the way that we got all this, the way that we were fed, everything was through screens that I'm
Yeah.
looking at right now. It's all the one of my favorite scenes is when Joaquin Phoenix announces that he's going to run for mayor, and you just see him doing it on his phone.
Yeah.
And everything weird shaman that Austin Butler played, we see him on the computer, and there gets into the whole like child pedophilia stuff that was happening around that time, and it's just the confusion, the chaos, the fear, and the hatred that were the outcome of this. And it, everyone's a person. Everyone was truly scared. And it turns into a cartoon movie by the end. I will say, like, but at the end, Ari Aster just says, "Okay, we've done enough." And he just hits the gas and he blows it up. And he's like, "Okay, we're gonna get nuts now." That's fine. That's what he does. I'm a fan, clearly. Um, but I mean, I just think that some of the stuff that that is portrayed in that movie are things that I think a lot of people are. I'm going to sound so like, but I'm going to sound whatever. I'm going to say it like kind of scared to talk about,
Sure.
because like, oh well, if I do this, then am I a horrible racist, or if I this, or what side am I on, and if I do this, what does that make me, and all the chaos and division that happened. And I'm not saying that those things were everyone was. I think the stories that everyone was telling themselves was that they were doing something for a good cause and they were being righteous. And sometimes, I think there was a lot of good intentions. I think there was a
Hmm.
lot of bullshit intentions. And also we were all cooped up and we were going crazy.
Yeah.
And this film absolutely captures that. And I mean, you've got Joaquin Phoenix, one of our greatest living actors,
Hmm.
um, doing his thing. The cast is great. I mean, Emma Stone having this very small role is interesting. I mean, I had a chance to rewatch this one, and I really just think that, like, for example, like we just talked about Honora. Will Honora stand the test of time? Will we give a shit about Honora in 5 years? I mean, I like that movie. I don't think we will. Eddington, I hope will be something that we can look back on. And I mean, yes, it's long and it gets crazy at the end, but I think it really touches on some things that a lot of other films and a lot of things just stray away from. Yeah. So I could talk all day about it, but that is my number two.
Yeah, much like Ballad of a Small Player, people hate this movie. Um,
Your number
so
two or Eddington?
no, Eddington.
I
People hate Eddington.
People were well because I think that
Well,
it's
I'm not saying they're right. I'm just saying
no,
that
I
that
know.
is a fact about it.
I think that's I mean to a degree like
And
by
a good one.
design,
Yeah.
because like it's
I mean,
basically it's challenging some of the
yeah, it's how
thoughts
you
that,
know
like,
it's how you know it's good art when people hate it.
yes,
If people don't
because
hate it, it's not good art.
I mean because one like I'll wrap up here, but like one battle after another is very cartoon, like it's like here's the good guys and here's the bad guys, it's very clear, right? or at least I would absolutely say that. And it's so,
I'm radicalized now. I've been radicalized by Eddington. I've been radicalized by how long it's taking us to go through this list. I fucking hate One Battle After Another. It sucks.
okay, do it. I mean,
it doesn't actually suck, but it is not like this incredible film. It's going to be so weird when it wins Best Picture, and we're like in 10 years, like, why is Paul Thomas Anderson's like third worst movie his Oscar winner? This is so strange. I just recently rewatched it. So I've now watched it twice, so I feel I can give a better review of it. It's fine. That's all it is. Fine. It's like Marty Supreme. It's fine.
The best parts of it are things like about how the technical, like the car chases and the things like that. Those and some of the humor. I don't any message that, and that's why it's sad, is because it's coming from Paul Thomas Anderson, who previously gave us films that had such depth and had, I mean, that really scratch at, like, you know, big time, you know, human conditions, right? I mean, there will be blood, you know. Well, we won't get into it, but we'll do that movie one day. But this guy, I mean, clearly can do some deep stuff. But this one was a bit pandering, and that's why, I mean, it's not that it's a bad movie, but I just think that we're in this you know, because a lot of the media is given to, you know, to us in, you know, quick sound bites or Facebook or whatever. We have this tendency to, you know, it's very, very black and white. And Eddington was a movie that said, I don't think it's that black and white. There's actually some bullshit on both sides. And a lot of people are like, no, I'm not comfortable saying that I agree with that, because of the implications of what does that make me then? Yeah. And that's the problem we're living in. But, you know, before this gets into a Joe Rogan podcast, I'll just go ahead and ask you, what's your number 2?
Train Dreams.
Oh, okay. That was going to be honorable mention. I love Train Dreams. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I really love this movie. Joel Edgerton.
Oh, now Luke's gone out, everybody. So now you just have me.
Are we back?
Oh, he's back. Okay. We're back.
Director Clint Bentley, the director of Train Dreams, starred Joel Edgerton. Written by Clint Bentley, Greg Quidar, based on a novel by Dennis Johnson. Just a beautiful movie about being really sad.
It is a gorgeous film. The ending, I don't know. Like this was one that I watched earlier on. I didn't go back to it, and so because of kind of the recency bias, but it was on my list originally. Yeah, I mean,
I was just captivated by it from the start.
It's beautiful and sad, and it really, again, a film that, unlike, you know, One Battle, really captures something about the human experience.
Yeah, and I actually like felt feelings watching it. Unlike One Battle After Another, which the second time watching it, and you know where all the jokes are, and you know where all the twists are going to be, like, you're just, okay, it's a fun ride. Yeah. That's about it.
Like the hill chase.
Yeah. History of Sound, or I just gave away my number 1. Train Dreams. I was looking at Train Dreams.
Train Dreams.
The passage of time that occurs in both Train Dreams and my number 1 movie, which I'll just say, History of Sound. They're both movies that are set around 1900, and then they carry into like the 50s, basically. And you're following these guys that are, you know, essentially living in like the Old West, it seems like. You know, trains is the big new invention and stuff like that, but they're still living in log cabins that they built themselves. And by the end of Train Dreams, Joel Edgerton's like in a bus or on a plane or on a bus or something. And he's watching cars below him. Like, he's in modern day, basically. And just that passage of time and everything that he goes through to get to that moment, the patience, the willingness to just stay and wait, and the seemingly just like unending quest of, you know, continuing to find these trees, and, you know,
Peter
keeping the work going, because, you know, he's got to make the money to fulfill his family.
It's absolutely, you know, it's a beautiful film. And I mean, I'm just these lists are just excuses for us to talk about stuff we really liked, and so I'm really glad that you put this here. The ending, I was very emotional. It's an emotional ending.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful film. Highly
Yeah, I
recommend.
mean, when the fire happens and everything that Joel Edgerton does after that, like that stretch of 20 minutes is fantastic.
Yeah.
Not for him, the character in the movie.
No.
So I'll jump you. We'll keep your number one for last since I've already spoiled mine.
Yeah, let's do
It's
it.
The History of Sound. Director Oliver Hermanus, writer Ben Shattuck. It stars Paul Mescal and Josh O'Connor. It
Mhm.
was a what was that streaming site?
Movie.
Mubi. It was a
I
movie
love
movie.
I got movie.
Movie. And
Movie.
I was just really struck with this. Much like Train Dreams, I could basically just copy and paste. I went back and forth which one I wanted to rank number one. Just a beautiful, simple movie about two guys that are in love that can't be because of the time and era that they live in. And the Josh O'Connor character ends up going to war, and he's World War I, and he comes back a different person. Paul Mescal is a very gifted singer who has synesthesia, apparently, or at least they imply that he might have synesthesia.
You can see color, or you can see sounds.
And it's those two, and their mission in life is to capture all of these old folk songs that people sing in these communities, but haven't been actually recorded onto, a record player or a record disc or whatever it's called. And so they are preserving the history of music in America before, everything becomes way easier to preserve.
I really got to check this out. I started it and time got away from me. But no, this that's high praise, as Nick Cage would say.
I'll plug my lowest viewed essay that I write for TV and movies. I think 100 people have watched it, and it is a 1-minute essay on the history of sound and the impact that it had on me.
Yeah, no, you do. Those are great. If you're listening and you haven't checked those out, well, where folks can just get that on the Franchise Addicts page.
Yeah, I have a link on the Franchise Addicts page to my personal YouTube account, which is where they live now, because it was not doing well being a part of Franchise Addicts page. Like things were getting lost in the sauce. We were getting like episodes that weren't getting viewed because I would release something on my own around the same time. So it got really confusing. So I just moved it all over to my own personal account, but you can link that through there.
And I'm challenged myself to make some of these, to copy you.
Yeah. Hey.
and do so.
I mean, I'm copying other people, so.
Yeah, so I look forward to kind of maybe exploring that in the upcoming months, and I guess maybe if we do that, maybe we'll just throw them on your page, if that's okay. I mean, yeah, whatever. We'll talk about
it. Your number one.
My number one is Zach Kreger's Weapons.
Oh boy.
I
shoot your shot, buddy.
This movie. This is I mean, you want to talk about having fun watching an original piece, watching a film that, I mean, some of my favorite genres, right? Horror and comedy, they're up there. And what this does, I mean, it has these segments. I mean, I don't know, a lot of people have seen this already, so I'll talk spoilery with it. Like the first segment with Julia Gardner is a pitch perfect horror movie. I saw it in the theater twice, and then I saw it once on streaming. And to see it in a theater, that moment when the mom walks by the car with the scissors, and then you wait 2 beats, and then you hear the car door open from behind. Everyone in the audience gasps, and like that is the reason we fucking go to the movies, man. Like that is, it's beautiful. It's fucking great. And then you take this like weird horror story, and you take it from all these different angles, right? So it's like, almost like a Magnolia. You're seeing all these different sides. I think some of the stories are more akin to comedy. It's not surprising that Zach Greger comes from sketch comedy himself. He used to
Mhm.
be in The Whitest Kids You Know, and Barbarian also has a bit of an episodic feel to it, run to it, and also has comedy. I I feel like we can talk, and I mean the Amy Madigan performance is amazing. She came out of nowhere. I think it's an incredibly effective horror movie. It's funny. It's interesting. You don't see where it's going. And here's the funny thing. So the first time I saw this, the first time I saw it was with you in the theater.
Mhm.
And as it's revealed, like kind of what the whole rub is,
Mhm.
and like what the this the whole witchiness of it all, I was like, oh, you know what, I actually think I don't even like this as much as I thought. And I was bummed for a second.
Yeah, I had the
And
same
then,
thought.
but sir, then the actual ending, the finale came. And when you get, no, don't fart on that ending. The you can I don't Do you have a pulse if you
I'll,
watch
I'll,
that
I'll do
ending?
the ending.
It was amazing. That's an amazing. The kids running like that. I mean,
So
I,
stupid. So
oh,
fucking
no, no, no.
dumb.
I mean, I I mean, agree to disagree. I loved it. I thought the spectacle. I mean, yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Of course, it's ridiculous. Many things that happen. This movie is quasi comedy. Like this movie isn't asking you to be like, no, this is like Hereditary. It's not.
It
She gets
reminded
ripped.
me of when I played youth soccer and we used to like dogpile our coach after we won a game.
Did you
Like
rip his
that's what.
face off?
Well, I
Did you
mean, we
rip?
could have. We were like 10 children jumping on a man, but yeah.
And I think that so but yeah, different. Your mileage may vary, and I get that. I just like the fun that the sense of like excitement, and I mean, it brought me back to kind of the feelings you get when you watch really fun movies as a kid or whatever,
Mhm.
and you this is why we go. This is why we love this stuff, because it's so, I mean, and this is obviously, I mean, it's kind of, it's gory and whatnot, but almost in a cartoonish way. And it's an interesting, weird idea, and even as you peel it back, you find out that, like, okay, the mystery is maybe not the craziest, coolest thing that you'd want, but
I
I
would say
had so
it's
much fun with
really
it.
not
And
cool.
the individual parts are greater than the actual story.
Sure.
Josh Brolin is, I mean, he does
He's
a
in it.
fine job.
He's
He's
in
in
the
it. I
movie.
mean, well, because he was a producer, like, so he was
Yeah,
just like, yeah, throw me in at this role. I mean, you don't necessarily need that to be Josh Brolin, but it
nope,
just does not hurt that it is.
that's fair.
What does it mean? What is the film about? I mean, I think there's multiple ways. There's avenues you can take. I'll take one about like the different, going back to like the stories, and the stories that we
Yeah, it's
tell
fucking
ourselves.
Hansel and Gretel. It's
Well,
the big bad wolf.
I think we can get a little more like symbolic about like how the community, and when they don't really know what's going on, they are so quick to jump to different conclusions, and there's so much
Well,
aggression, and no one really knows what to do, and ultimately these things are weaponized. So then we can talk about, I mean, there's that scene where the AK-47 is above the
oh,
house in the dream.
just
And they asked Zach Craig, and they said, "What is
genius
that?"
level.
It's whatever, man. Like, again, like, that's the thing that gives this movie a pass, is that it's not There Will Be Blood. This movie is not trying to be some like absolute intellectual art piece. It's got some
You could have
depth
tried to
to
be
it.
entertaining too.
Here's another thing. You saw it once, right?
Yeah, I'll never watch
Much
it again.
I saw it two consecutive times. It was better each time, and I think because of the way that it's put in such an episodic nature, as you know, like if you watch it a second time and you know what's happening, it actually is very rewarding and like a very fun rewatch. So, anyways, I've said my piece. I love Weapons.
Well, here's the thing that I've come to learn, I think this year, and I think Weapons is really my jumping off point for this. I don't think I like horror movies.
Okay.
I think I enjoy watching them from time to time, but I think for the most part, I'm like a 75-25. Like 75% of the horror movies that I watch, I think are really bad.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's also, I mean, that genre. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's like a clever little pass.
Well, the problem is the problem with me with horror movies, especially recently, is they get so overhyped. And you go into the theater and like there is no way to avoid the overhyping of Weapons. So I'm going in expecting to watch the greatest horror movie of all time. And then it's fine. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do about that? Everyone else in the world is saying this is the most amazing thing you'll ever see. And I go to it and it's not. And
it's subjective.
I'm like, what am I going to do?
I mean, what that's how this
it's impossible.
This goes. I mean, you know, but I get that.
But every other movie that everybody said was good last year, I thought was also good. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, mileage may vary. Do we want to do? So yeah, I mean,
let's do some quick Oscar predictions really quick here.
Yeah, before we head out.
So let's start. We'll do the higher ones. We won't go through them all. Let's go. We'll start with the screenplays. Okay. Best original screenplay, we've got Blue Moon, It Was Just an Accident, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners.
Wow.
I'm gonna go Blue Moon.
Yeah, I'll go there. Sentimental
so
Value.
I think Sinners. I mean, I would guarantee Sinners is gonna win, but
yeah,
we can do like Sean and Amanda did on The Big Picture, what we think is going to win, what we wish would win. So I would say I wish Blue Moon would win. I think Sinners is going to win.
I maybe give it Sentimental Value might have a shot, but I don't know. There seems to be steam picking up behind Sinners, and so there you go.
Adapted is Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle, and Train Dreams. So I'll say One Battle probably will win. I wish Train Dreams won.
Yeah. I will go. I guess I wish Begonia would win. But I mean, you know, Train Dreams great too. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a One Battle night probably. And so this just makes sense that they'll win.
Best actress in a supporting role, you're probably gonna have to carry this. Elle Fanning, Inga Lilius,
sister,
Amy Madigan, Wuni Masaku from Sinners, and Tiana Taylor from One Battle.
Amy Madigan should win, and I think she might.
Okay, yeah,
she won the SAG award. I think.
I also think she's going to win, but I think Tiana Taylor. I would pick Tiana Taylor over Madigan, but that's just. I don't have a huge dog in this.
She's okay. I mean, she's okay. I would go Inga from Sentimental Value.
Yeah, I just haven't seen it, so
yeah, no, but she's really good. But yeah, I mean, you know, whatever. I gotta stump for Weapons, and that's the only category it's gonna ever do anything. So yeah, let's keep rolling.
9 times has a actress won an award for a movie that was not nominated in any other category.
Really? That's a cool fact.
There you go. Best actor in a supporting role. Benicio del Toro, One Battle. Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein. Delroy Lindo, Sinners. Sean Penn, One Battle. And Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value.
So this is interesting. I think it's between Sean Penn and Stellan Skarsgård.
I think it's Sean Penn and Delroy Lindo.
Sure, I could see that. I think
Skarsgård is going to win.
He's really good. Sean Penn is. I mean, it's like a fun. It's like a very. Is it fun? I don't know if that's a good word to call it, but I mean, he's doing a lot of acting.
I got to do it for the last time, just because makes me laugh every single time. But you're like, Black women, I love them.
Yeah, he's a Looney Tunes. He's from Looney Tunes. He just needs to go wah, wah, wah. But yeah, I mean it's fun. But yeah, if we wanted to go more serious, maybe Delroy or Stellan. But anyways, okay, there we go.
Best actress in a leading role, we've got Jessie Buckley, Hamnet. Rose
Yep.
Byrne, Legs. Kate Hudson, she appeared in a movie called Song Sung Blue. Renee Renevieve, Sentimental Value, and Emma Stone, Begonia.
I think it should be Rose Byrne, and I hope it is Rose Byrne, even though there's a good chance it'll be Jessie Buckley. They're both great. But
I would actually, yeah, I thought Jessie Buckley was great. I haven't seen If I Had Legs. But yeah, shout out to Emma Stone. I thought she's great in Begonia.
Oh my God, she's always
really
great.
tough job too.
She's just won so many times already.
I mean,
so
she's going to be probably the GOAT by the time her career wraps up.
Oh, 100%. Like, say goodbye, Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
Like, you've been outgoated. But yeah, stacked. That category is stacked. Do you think that Best Actress is typically much more impressive than Best Actor lately? I think so.
I think so too. Yeah, I think a lot of the female performances are like generationally good.
And they have better, I mean, maybe
they have way more talent too.
And better roles, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know if the roles are much better. They're different because women are getting more like leading roles and stuff like that. There's more movies centered around them. So they're just getting new creative roles and we're all loving it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's super strong, amazing performances. And then let's talk about Best Male Actor, and you're just like, like they're not not very exciting.
5 great performances. I haven't seen one of them, but I've heard it's great. So we've got Timmy in Marty Supreme, great performance. Yeah. Leo in One Battle.
He hates the ballet. Did you hear this?
Yes.
Ballet?
Yeah.
He got in trouble. Yeah,
I did.
Don't fuck with the ballet. Nathan Lane hates him.
On a stage with Matthew McConaughey, who no-sold his bit real hard. Timmy says that he like looks over to McConaughey like, am I right? And McConaughey is like,
I don't know if you should have said that, dude.
Boy.
I'm just gonna go back in my Lexus. Not all right.
Not all right.
Oh man, Timmy, you didn't done that, man. You shouldn't have done that.
Ethan Hawke in Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan in Sinners, and Wagner Moura in The Secret Agent.
Yeah, so Wagner Moura won the Globe. I didn't see it. I thought about it. Didn't have time.
I think it's really long. I think that was the reason why.
It was 100. It's 160 minutes. I thought about it multiple times, but I was like, I'm not feeling this right now. So maybe his performance is good. I mean, Ethan Hawke, really good. Not going to win. Leonardo DiCaprio and Michael B. Jordan are fine.
Yeah.
They are not Best Actor worthy performances at all. I mean, maybe Michael B. Jordan over Leonardo DiCaprio is just Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah,
that's it.
Like, I don't know. He becomes Bob a little bit.
He's not bad. Of course he's not bad. He's like the fucking biggest movie star in the world.
Yeah.
But Michael B. Jordan has the whole like playing 2 roles thing, which that's fine. But also he's a fine actor. I don't like, is he like a generational talent? Not yet. But anyways, so who will win? I don't know. I'd like
it's
Ethan Hawke
probably going to be Michael B. Jordan.
I think so because they're not going to give it to Leo again for that. And I think
they're not going to give it to Timmy. That's for darn sure.
Yeah, no, because
he won last year, didn't he?
No, he did not win last year.
Oh, he was nominated last year. Yeah, he was nominated last year.
He'll eventually get there, but
won last year?
Adrian Brody.
Oh, right. Yep.
So I think that this will be like, they'll give this to Michael B. Jordan to be like, here's a bone for Sinners.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll give Best Picture to One Battle. And that's, because this is, it's essentially.
Who wins director? Do they give
Paul
PTA
Thomas
both?
Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. I would be pissed if they don't. I mean, Ryan Coogler's, he's good. He's made some great movies. But the whole thing is we're giving Paul Thomas Anderson an Oscar and like because he's made other good shit that hasn't won in the past. That's the
Yeah.
whole point of this. You know,
Just a quick shout out. What's up to Sports Nuts? Followers
Nuts.
on Twitter X. Thanks for showing up, guys. You're the first podcast, a part of that community that has ever tuned into one of our live shows. So good job, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, Best
so-
Picture, I think it's going to go one battle. I will say that if Delroy Lindo wins Best Supporting for Sinners, watch out. Sinners is going to win then. And I think they'll give PTA, the director, as the consolation prize.
Yeah, I don't know. I would, again, all of this is
Chris, we have successfully barely talked about Sinners, and we should keep it that way.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a good movie. It's not on my list. It's a good movie. I think that
it's my number 0. It's better than all the rest of the 10. I just can't put it on a list because 0 is not a part of a 1 through 10 list.
It's a technicality. No, it's good. I think that it's overhyped. But you know,
yeah, I think it's a really, really fun movie.
It's a solid movie. It's not Best Picture, but you know, like it's solid. Make more movies like that. It's fun. It's great.
I think that Sinners is the makeup for The Dark Knight not winning.
Wait, you said this to me before, and
I have.
You want to go over it again?
So it's a fandom. It's a fandom genre movie that is being pushed by the many people that like genre movies.
Sure.
And it made a bunch of money. And so they are within their rights to be like, hey, this should be awarded. And it has been with all the, the most nominations ever. And it's just similar to Dark Knight, where there is a rabid fan base of people that are tuning in just to watch that movie potentially win. And if it does not, people are going to be really upset.
And that's a weird thing in society.
It is. But Dark Knight was weird too. I mean, I was like, what, a 15, 16-year-old, 17-year-old when that movie came out. And I wanted it to win Best Picture more than anything in the world.
Yeah, that was...
Because then it would validate me, Chris. It would validate my choice for my favorite movie.
You're right.
How many times does like a group of fans, especially with, vampire genre fans, that are basically like, this is my favorite movie. This is my favorite type of movie. This fancy pantsy award show is finally recognizing it. Like, I want it to win more than anything else in the world. Like, I completely get it. I completely understand why people want it.
I mean, my number 1 movie was Weapons. So, I mean,
my number 1 movie is a movie no one watches and no one consumes any content about. Like, it's a nothing burger, but it's my favorite movie. And I wish it would be nominated, but it's not. I don't have the support. Sinners has the support to do it. So they're going all in. Yeah,
no, I mean, it's interesting how these things, but of course they are. Like, they're like, I mean, I don't want to say political. I mean, yes, I'm going to say political. I don't mean it like from like a left and right thing. But like it's positioning essentially. I don't know, but it always has been. And that's just how this goes. And that's fine. Like, I hope that everyone enjoys the show. Conan is going to host. I love Conan. And just, it's a fun time. So hope everyone enjoys it. I hope everyone enjoyed our show. Thank you.
Let's wrap this up by going through our lists once more. T to B, top to bottom, or bottom to top, B to T. So Chris, give us your 10-1 for the fans.
Yeah. So my number 10 was The Assessment. My number 9 was Blue Moon. My number 8 was Die My Love. Oh, I'm sorry. I swear. My number 10 was The Assessment, and my number 9 was Die My Love. My number 8 was Blue Moon. My number 7 was It Was Just an Accident. My number 6, Sentimental Value. My number 5, No Other Choice. My other number 5, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. My number 4, One Battle After Another. My number 3, Begonia. My number 2, Eddington. And my number 1 movie of 2025 is Weapons. How about you, Luke?
So satisfying to do that. My number 10, F1 the movie. Number 9, Eddington. Number 8, Hamnet. Number 7, 28 Years Later. Number 6, One Battle After Another. Number 5, Ballad of a Small Player. Number 4, 2,000 Meters to Andrivka. Number 3, Left-Handed Girl. Number 2, Train Dreams. number one, the history of sound.
You have such a sensitive, beautiful list.
It is,
Mine is
but it like kind of starts off with like what movies made money and people were talking about. F1 the movie, Eddington, 28 years later, one battle after another. And then my top
Sure.
5 are like movies no one watches.
That's good. I mean, shit. We, we all have heard about a lot of these.
This is as
famous-
much a recommendation list as it is awarding the best movies of 2025. The Oscars does that for us. So we give our awards to movies that don't get that recognition.
Absolutely. No, I love you. I really love that you really, chose some films that a lot of people haven't seen, myself included. So I've got some good recommendations, and I hope that everyone listening does. And
so, Chris, what's your favorite scene from? Just really drop that out. Your favorite scene out of all of your top 10s. Who's your MVP out of all your top 10s? Who is the performance out of all the top 10s?
I mean, I don't know.
You don't have to do this off the top of your head if you don't want to.
Yeah,
because I'm not going to be able to do it. I have no idea what my favorite scene is. I have no idea what my favorite performance is.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess we won't.
My favorite performance is Nina Yee for Left-Handed Girl. Give her the Oscar. I
would go with Rose Byrne, I guess, from If I Had Legs, if I'm looking at my list here. Do
you know who my MVP is?
Who?
It's you, Chris.
Oh, well, that's crazy because you were my MVP. That's so weird.
Dude.
Oh my god!
All right, let's give our list a rating out of 10. I'm gonna give mine a 9.8.
Yeah, no,
perfection can never be achieved. You can never quite get to perfection, but it was close.
I'm practicing being humble, so I'm gonna give mine a 9.7.
Great, love it.
Yeah,
highly recommend our lists. I highly recommend this podcast.
I think all of this is great. It's exactly my style. I mean, I couldn't agree more with the hosts, their opinions, they're insightful, and they are full of it. Yeah.
No technical difficulties to speak of.
Not at all. Nothing.
Not at all.
Beautiful cell signal is giving me this voice right now. So we look forward to doing some more Mad Max. We're going to finish off that series, and then we'll talk about what's next. We don't even know. We don't know what's next, but we're really excited to
lots of fun new stuff coming up for the Franchise Addicts. We're getting bigger. We're getting badder. And it's going to be an exciting summer, Chris, with the Franchise Addicts.
You better believe it. So yeah, I'm really excited. There's going to be, like you said, everything you said, lots of good stuff. So everyone that's watched and been with us now, this is our second year of doing our best of. This is wonderful. It's one of my favorite things, and just happy to have the chance to do it. So thank you, Luke.